One, two, three, Monster Chappie back here, and today we're going to be in the battlefield again, and this time we're rocking with that MX4, the PDW of choice. Maybe not the PDW of choice, but it's a PDW. The personal defense weapons, man, what are these weapons all about? What are they going to be good at? What are they bad at? And what do you want to do when you're using these weapons? So these weapons are a lot different than the carbines and the assault rifles and the light machine guns. And, you know, obviously the snipers and things like that. And one key fact, they're not good at range. You don't want to use these weapons at a long distance. So one strategy I like to do is, especially if I see someone at a distance, try to close the gap between us a little bit and then go ahead and close in on them and then try to start firing. I don't want to give my position away when I'm at a very large distance from them, because it just seems like you're going to lose those battles if they start shooting at you and they've got a sniper, they've got an assault rifle, they got a light machine gun. So what I like to do is get a little bit closer, and then once I close that distance just a little bit, then I'll go ahead and take that first shot and try to take him down. As you can see here, we get a few shots on target there, and I'm sure his health is pretty low, but he doesn't go down. These guns are not made to go for the distant shots. So that's one thing I would recommend. Yes, you can hit people at distance, and yes, if their health is already low, you can definitely do some damage and you can have some success, but that's not going to be what this weapon is ideal for. What you want to do is get them up close engagements. Those burst fires from up close, or not burst fires, those panic fires. You want to get into those, some of those fights where you come around the corner, they come around the corner. A lot of times this weapon is going to aim a little bit faster, and not aim so much, but just hip fire a lot better than a lot of those other weapons. The hip firing for these weapons up close is very nice, and I definitely recommend a laser sight right here. Come on, man, flame on! Let's go. Oh man, I love running the engineer class just for that, man. Just when people are just sitting there camping, locked into their scope, man, you just flame on their skull and just let them burn up a little bit. But again, the hip firing for these weapons is real nice. You add a little laser sight on there, you're gonna have a lot of success. So right here, trying to shoot at distance didn't work, and our ammo is already a little bit low. So right here, I'm just playing it a little bit smarter, take it a little slower. See, this guy stops, keep closing in on him, and then I'm able to finally finish him off here. Unable to get his teammate, and then we ran out of bullets. So right here, we're just gonna lose this engagement. So should have got some shots on target nonetheless, but we didn't. But easily, this weapon is very, very mobile. And it's not like you're gonna sprint a whole lot fast or anything like in a Call of Duty or something. But the big difference is gonna be how fast you can turn with the gun. I made a reference to this in the LMG videos where I was like, it aims just like the way you move and you sway. It's just, it seems like it's a little bit slower for the LMGs. It seems like these are just a little bit faster than the assault rifles or carbines. So you got to get used to that when you're aiming. You have to get used to that when you're running around. You got to get used to that when you're just trying to move that cursor to the perfect spot, so that when you aim in, you're actually already on target and you don't have to readjust too much. And if you can do that, it's going to make it a lot easier for any gun that you use. But definitely, you just got to get used to that slight, it seems ever so slight difference, at least on PS4. Not sure how it is on PC or Xbox One. I can only speak on what I've played on. But it seems to me that that is the case, where they just are a little bit different, a little bit quicker as far as turning and hitting corners and stuff like that, even without changing your sensitivity. Now, one thing that you could do is turn your sensitivity down if you want to keep it exactly the same as an AR. I'm not sure how much you would have to turn it down. It wouldn't be a whole lot, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 sensitivity. Likewise for the LMGs, from 20, just because that's what the standard is 20. Maybe go up to 1, 21, 22, 23, maybe to counteract that and get it the exact same as the AR. I'm not sure. This is just off the top of my head. Flame on! Let's go, man. Repair tool is beast. Oh man, it's only bitten me in the behind one time thus far trying to use that repair tool, where I got killed. I ended up killing the guy, but I got killed by his buddy, and I should have killed his buddy too, because I had him in my line of sight and I should have just shot them both. But it's definitely a whole lot of fun to just flame people up and just, you know, see them burn up a little bit in front of your eyes. Get up close and personal with the handy tool. Oh man. But yeah, another thing I like doing, man, is just ducking in and out of cover, using like bushes and trees and stuff to my advantage, and just kind of blend it in with them a little bit. You can definitely have a lot of success just kind of being real active with these type of weapons. This is not a sit still kind of weapon. You don't want to sit still with the PDWs. This is going to be when you're active, you're trying to get right in the middle of the action, you're trying to get right up close and personal. Yes, unfortunately, you still will lose to the shotguns in up close battles, but with that being said, you're going to be a little bit better than shotguns at a medium range and at a little bit longer distance. So, you know, it's got its pluses and minuses compared to the shotguns up close. But otherwise, you're going to beat a lot of the weapons up close with the PDWs in general. That's the idea. Now, there are some ARs like the AEK and the FAMAS that are just, you know, beastie because they have such a ridiculously high rate of fire. But generally speaking, if you come up close and they come up close, and you're both panic firing or you're both hitting the corner at the same time, a lot of the times you're going to win that battle as long as you're getting your gun on point, because these going to fire pretty quickly, but you're going to be able to turn however fast that you like and be able to lay down some enemies. Right there, just got to get that kill right away on him and then hit that corner and, you know, get some cover. Unable to do that. So whenever you're missing, chances are if you miss a shot, somebody else is going to be looking at you from another location, whether that be around the corner, whether that be along the same little strip that you're on. For instance, if you're on this strip right here, a lot of the times you're going to be in a scenario where you hit one guy and then another guy hits one of the like 4 different angles that you can come out of up there, one of the 4 entrances near that balcony area up there. So it's always some action going on upstairs in this level right here, and you just got to know that if you miss one spot and you're in that open area, you're gonna probably get hit from another spot, and that just seems to be the case for all maps no matter what kind of gun you're using. But if you're in an active area, and since you are using the PDW and you're gonna likely be in an active area when you're using these types of guns, definitely recommend that you hit your money and then get behind some cover real quick, or try to blend in with something, or try to get to the next guy and take him out, because if not, good chance you're going to get mowed down from a nice little distance and you're just going to be in trouble, getting killed all the time and just wondering what the heck's going on. See right here, leaving myself to the open, but my back was wide open to these guys, so I ended up getting mowed down there. So that's one thing when you're using these PDWs. It's kind of a hit and move, hit and move, hit and move, constantly moving, constantly in the action, constantly on the grind, trying to find the next enemy, trying to make sure you're not leaving yourself open or out in the open, because you're going to lose those longer engagements and just don't want to have that be the case to why you're dying. So right here, we just keep closing in on our targets, keep closing in, shortening that distance. Whenever you can do that, it's kind of like if you were fighting someone and they had a really long stick and you've got a sword. You really got to close that distance in on that stick before you can really do some damage to them. And then once you get there, you're going to be good to go. But yeah, that's what I like to do, man. I always constantly thinking of ways I can shorten the distance of the engagement, and I think that's the best way to use PDWs in my personal opinion. I may be wrong, may be crazy, and a lot of the PDWs are different, but definitely for the MX4, that's what gave me the best success. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next time, we gone.